Sao Paulo Guarulhos International Airport is the busiest in Brazil and the country's main international link. It is more than 13,600 kilometers from Afghanistan. In recent weeks, the lobby of the domestic terminal has also become a makeshift shelter for about 150 of the country's newest arrivals, Afghan refugees who fled for their lives when the Taliban took over their country last year.
The husband of my sister was killed by the Taliban, and my father 21 years ago as well was killed by the Taliban. By this situation, we want to make our country, but Taliban broken our dreams.
The Brazilian government has issued 6,300 humanitarian visas over the past year, and many families are expected to arrive in the coming weeks and months. But aid workers say there is no government humanitarian response in place. And activists say the airport is not equipped to be a refugee camp.
The situation is worse because we have pregnant ladies, we have kids, babies sleeping on the floor, we have elders sleeping on the floor with no mattress, with no blanket, with no shower for like around 5 days, 6 days, 7 days.
Some families have found temporary homes in local shelters run by municipalities or church groups. But aid workers say there is not enough space for newcomers. They say many refugees, disappointed by the lack of resources and opportunities, are leaving and attempting to make the long and dangerous trip to the United States or Canada. But not all who decide to travel north make it to their destination, humanitarian workers say.
Pior lugar é o último pedaço da Colômbia, antes de chegar no Panamá, aquela floresta.
The worst place is the last bit of Colombia before arriving in Panama. That forest is terrible. Some have resources and then rent a boat, but we had a group of 20 that the boat capsized and we don't have any more news. We don't know if they died.
Families currently stuck here in the airport say they don't know how they will be able to build a future in Brazil, and they have no option of returning home.
We can say that we didn't have, by coming to Taliban, any dream, any aim, any plan for growing our country and making a good life for ourselves. It was so clear and it is important that we didn't have security.
Brazilian authorities say nearly 2,000 Afghans have entered the country on humanitarian visas so far this year. And as more families arrive, it is not clear where they will be able to find shelter or basic services. For Boechat in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Heather Murdock, VOA News.